TV23 KDGL. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. You know what? It is Monday, October 26th. We are back live in the studio today. Welcome to High Plains Today on TV23. On today's show, I'm going to be joined by Jason McAfee. He is the Director of HR and PR at USD480.net. Well, it's not .net, but it is USD480 in Liberal. And they have a special meeting that's coming up about MacArthur Elementary tomorrow night. Well, let's take a look at some news. The University Medical Center of El Paso is requesting the public's help in identifying family members for a male patient who is unresponsive and once lived in Garden City. Now, 54-year-old Juan Orozco Hernandez from Garden City is described in a press release as Hispanic, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and weighs 210 pounds, with brown eyes and shoulder-length black and gray hair, believed to be worn in a ponytail. Now, anyone with information about Orozco Hernandez or family members should contact the UMC Care Management at 915-521-7930. Now, Orozco Hernandez came into the UMC's emergency department on October 13th and was hospitalized. His condition soon required care in the intensive care unit. He is currently unable to communicate with medical personnel. Victory Electric Cooperative Association recently announced the Manna House in Dodge City as the recipient of this year's Victory CoBank Sharing Success Grant. The Manna House has been awarded 2 checks totaling $10,000, $5,000 from Victory Electric and $5,000 from CoBank to help fund house improvements. The Manna House is a short-term shelter for community members in need. And the Ford County Sheriff Bill Carr, who took office around the time the department's 2016 budget was submitted, is seeking answers to a problem. Now, he originally asked to purchase a few used Kansas Highway Patrol vehicles and was told he didn't need used vehicles. He would be better off asking for new vehicles. Now, the county administrator told him there was no money in the reserve budget for new vehicles. So, again, he asked the county commission. The commission allowed bids for 3 new patrol cars and allowed the purchase of 2 used vehicles for administration use. Ford County Commissioner Chairman Danny Gilliam said the compromise was reached due to financial constraints. The Liberal Live on Stage Board of Directors will meet in preparation for the upcoming performance at 7:30 p.m. Thursday at the First Southern Baptist Church. The meeting will be with David Folan from Allied Concert Services, as well as preparing for the upcoming Presidio Brass Concert on November 12th. Now, any individuals from the Liberal area or surrounding area that are interested in becoming a volunteer or board member are invited to attend this meeting. Board members assist in booking the upcoming performances, as well as sell memberships and help facilitate each individual performance. For more information, you can get a hold of Board President Mike Brock at 620-482-0466. Local health officials around the state have been preparing for flu season that will run through May. Influenza can cause mild to severe illness. Now, according to Centers for Disease Control, serious outcomes of flu infection can result in hospitalization or death. Some people, such as older people, young people, and people with certain health conditions, such as asthma or congestive heart failure, are at high risk for serious flu complications. The best way to prevent the flu is by getting vaccinated each year. Now, more than 180 million people nationwide will receive flu shots throughout the flu season in 2015-16. And half of Kansans participating in a statewide survey released last Friday expressed at least moderate concern flaws in the state's economy could threaten their family in the upcoming year, and 2/3 were on board with escalating taxes on large corporations and top wage earners. Now, the poll conducted by Fort Hays State University found 37% of respondents rated the Kansas economy as good, 38% viewed it as fair, and 26% concluded it was poor or very poor. In addition, the extensive questionnaire revealed 60% felt Governor Sam Brownback's supply-side policy of repealing income tax on 330,000 business owners and lowering individual income tax rates have been a failure or tremendous failure in terms of promoting economic growth. Now, a small number, just 0.2%, saw it as a tremendous success. And that's a look at some news out there. Stick around. We're going to be back with a fall forecast after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Are you tired of worrying about going over your cell phone data cap? Tired of surprise bills and text messages asking for more money? Stop the insanity. Switch to unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. Switching is easy. Come in today and see for yourself. For a limited time, get free activation, up to $200 per line bill credit, and save on the latest smartphones. See how much you can save with unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. See store for details.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Welcome back as we look off to the northeast on this somewhat mostly sunny, kind of partly cloudy Monday on the TV23 Tower Cam. Let's take a look at our readings here at the station. It is 55 degrees, 56% on the humidity. Winds are out of the south at 12. You can see the camera's kind of bouncing around a little bit there. Barometric pressure on the rise. As we look at the temperatures around the region, yep, everybody is in the 50s. Guyman would be the hot spot at 59. Looking at our current dew points, everybody's in the 30s and 40s. Not much really happening out there, and everybody's winds. Well, Lamar doesn't have any wind today. They didn't report, so don't worry about that. Everybody pretty much out of the south. Southerly winds everywhere. Windy spot seems to be Dodge City and Garden City, both at 12. Looking at our readings last night from the Garden City Regional Airport, 68 degrees was the high yesterday, 91 back in 1952, 39 overnight, 19 back in 1975. Wow. And last week, yeah, we had about 2.3 inches of rain over the week, last week and into the weekend. Nothing in the bucket, though, overnight. Looking at our forecast for today, 65 degrees is the high. Winds are going to be out of the south-southeast at 17. Then tonight, there is a 20% chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. 39 degrees is the low. Winds are going to be out of the southeast at 13. Tomorrow, going to be mostly sunny. Going to be a nice day. Highs of 67, winds out of the southeast at 8. Then tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 42. Winds are going to be out of the southeast at 16. They're going to be switching around to the northwest. And why is that? Because we got some cooler temperatures and some rain rolling in as we look at the 7-day. Highs are going to be in the 60s and 50s. Lows pretty much are going to be all the way through the 40s. And you can see we got rain coming in this weekend. That's a look at the weather. We'll be back with the markets after this. Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Something I feel when I'm right here, something that tells me that I'm This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov. Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Hey, we're back. Welcome back. I am now joined on set by Mr. Jason McAfee. He is the Director of Human Resources and Public Relations at USD 480 in Liberal. I'm so used to saying USD480.net, and I said that in the open, but that's okay.
Because you did it at every board meeting.
I know. Anyway. Hey, you guys are waist deep in a bond project, a $128 million bond project, building 5 new buildings, and right now you got 3 of them going up.
That's right. We're building, try to get all the names right. Eisenhower Middle School, Seymour Rogers Middle School, and then Prairie View Elementary, which is going to be a K-5 elementary building. So all of those are being constructed as we speak.
So you got 2 more elementary schools, Meadowlark, which you haven't broken ground on yet.
That's correct.
And MacArthur Elementary, which is up on the north side of Liberal, and you haven't broken ground on it yet either. But it kind of has a unique set of circumstances with it, correct?
Yeah, MacArthur does. Out of all the 5 buildings that are being built, MacArthur's the only building that is going to be, the new MacArthur, I should say, is the only building that's going to be constructed on the site of the existing building, if that makes any sense. So the lot there, I guess, is a better way to put it, is fairly large.
It's really big.
It's really big.
It's really big.
And the existing school is there, and then they plan to build the new MacArthur kind of right next to the existing building.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, and the concern, now you guys are going to have an informational meeting tomorrow night at MacArthur from what, 6 to 7?
Correct.
Where people can come and express concerns or figure out, help you kind of understand, let them understand what the district is thinking about. Is that right?
That's right. We want to hear from the public, particularly MacArthur patrons is what this is for. Since it's that unique situation where we have a school there with K-3 students already attending, and we're going to build a new building right next to it, that presents kind of its own set of problems where that doesn't exist for any of the other buildings. And so what we want to do is we want to have an informational meeting, or not an informational meeting, but kind of a public forum where we can hear what the MacArthur parents, patrons, people from that neighborhood where that school is, what they think as far as what's going to, how that construction is going to, affect them. It presents a lot of issues when you think about one of the reasons we passed the bond issue that we heard in the kind of the phase that we're planning was transportation. Not very good pickup or drop-off areas at any of our existing schools. We want to, the construction is going to remedy that. Well, the existing MacArthur is that old building where there's not very good pickup or drop-off.
Yeah, there's not much room there, if I remember correctly.
That's right. So you have construction traffic that's going to be there as we construct this new building, plus an existing school. Is it wise to continue to have school at that location, or should we do something else, like maybe transition those kids for a year to a different building?
Well, and plus you've got a lot of stuff going on as far as noise and that type of thing, and construction equipment, and that the new building is going to be fairly close to where the old building is, if I remember correctly, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And one thing that we did, we took some of MacArthur staff, the principal, and we let them tour some of the existing construction while it was going on to kind of gauge just exactly what you're talking about, noise, just what it's going to look like on a construction site that's going to be essentially right next to, I don't know the exact amount of feet, but I'm going to say 20 feet away, so they could kind of get an idea of how is this going to impact the learning environment at this building. So
yeah, so that's got to be a big consideration. So. And now there's nothing set yet as to what they're going to do, right? This is just an informational meeting and kind of getting the word out, because construction for MacArthur is not slated for until what? Next year, next spring?
In the spring, I think the plan to break ground is in the spring. I don't know the exact date on that, but plan in the spring for MacArthur to be starting construction there. And you're exactly right. Nothing has been determined yet. We want to hold this public forum to hear what people's concerns are, what ideas that they might have, if somebody out there might have a better idea than any of us.
Sure. So you're talking about what you might look at doing is, now MacArthur right now is a K through 3rd grade school, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And so when the new building is built, it will go from K3 to K5, plus it will have probably, 250, 300 more students in it than the old building contains now?
That's correct.
Okay, so you're going to have a much larger building. So relocating those kids, if that's what you're thinking of doing, it's not really a giant outside-the-box move, correct?
No, I mean, if a relocation were to take place, it would take place with the existing K3. And when I say existing, I mean next year's existing K3 students, which would be, 200, 250 students. Would it be better for them to maybe go to a different building? We're going, for example, Cottonwood. If Eisenhower Middle School opens up, 6th grade will move out of there to Eisenhower. That will free up some space. Approximately 200 students are in 6th grade right there at Cottonwood as we speak. I mean, that might free up some space. That might be an option that we look at.
Well, and plus you have Lincoln Elementary School right there also. So you've got, okay. So, all right. So we're looking at next spring. So people understand, nothing has been decided. That's the biggest thing.
That's right. That's right. Nothing's been decided as far as that. We're kind of in the exploratory phase. Like I said, we want to hear what the patrons of MacArthur Elementary think. Parents, students, brother, sister, people in that neighborhood. It's not just parents with students. It's somebody who might live across the street who's never had anybody attend MacArthur. We want to hear from them as well.
Oh, sure, yeah, because I mean the school sets in a it's a residential setting.
That's right.
And there's a lot of residential around that building.
That's right.
As there is with all the elementaries in Liberal, if I remember correctly. So you're not looking until next spring to do all this. So hopefully then construction will start on the new MacArthur next spring.
That's right.
Along with and the other one is Metal Arc. That's the other building that has not had construction started on it yet, correct?
That's correct. That's
okay.
Correct.
So basically what the bond issue did was you have 5 new buildings being constructed. So you have 3 new elementaries and 2 new middle schools?
That's right. The total bond issue, we basically transitioned from a K3 elementary model to a K5 elementary model. And so we currently have 2 existing, what we call intermediate schools, which is Cottonwood and Sunflower. They're 4th through 6th grade. Those buildings, when this bond issue is fully complete, will become K5 elementaries as well. And then we'll have the 3 brand new constructed elementary schools that'll be K5, and then 2 brand new 6th through 8th grade middle schools.
Okay, so when you talk about making Cottonwood a K5 school, then that's what you're talking about is the 6th grade from there will go to the new middle school because the middle schools will be now 6, 7, 8.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, so it does free up some room. Okay, so this is going to happen tomorrow night, MacArthur Elementary in Liberal from 6 to 7. And if you want to learn more about it, you need to get to the meeting because I'm sure it's going to be very informational. Like we said, nothing has been set in stone yet, right?
That's right. That's
We're
exactly
not pouring
right.
cement. They're not digging up dirt.
That's correct. and no decisions have been made. We want to listen first. So.
All right. Jason, thanks for coming in. I hope you get a lot of people with a lot of good ideas.
I do.
And keep me posted on what happens.
We do.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in today, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Stick around. Where am I at? I'm right here. I'll be back with some sports right after this.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
And welcome back. Hey, let's take a look at some of the scores from around the area on Friday night. Last Friday night, Garden City lost to Wichita Northwest 38-21. Dodge City went down to Hutch and lost 72-34. Liberal lost to Eisenhower 27-6. Ulysses beat Rose Hill 57-7. It was Holcomb over Pratt 33-7. Scott City rolled over Lakin 55-0. They're still undefeated. Hugoton beat Larned 35-28. Southwestern Heights lost to Cimarron 58-24. Meade over Elkhart 56-0. They are still undefeated. Sublette lost to Ellis 64-6, and the Syracuse over Stanton County 40-0. Dighton Healy over South Gray 46-8, and Rolla lost to Setanta 58-8. And Tom Brady and the New England Patriots needed 3 quarters to figure out the New York Jets. They trailed by 4 midway through the 4th quarter, and Brady led the Patriots on 2 back-to-back touchdown drives. The defending Super Bowl champions are still undefeated. They beat the Jets 30-23. Carolina Panthers 6-0 for the first time in franchise history, but you wouldn't know it when you walk through their locker room. The Panthers are playing it cool following their fast start and their 27-16 win over the Eagles. And the Kansas City Chiefs, they snapped a 5-game losing streak yesterday. They beat the 3rd-string quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers 23-13. And don't forget, tomorrow night, the World Series gets underway from Kansas City Royals and the New York Mets. Let's take a last look at our weather. Temperature 55 degrees, relative humidity 56%. Winds are out of the south 14. Barometric pressure is now holding steady. As we look at the 7-day, there is a 20% chance tonight. Going to be in the 60s pretty much up until Thursday and Friday. Then we got a chance of rain rolling in, highs in the 50s, lows in the 40s. Yep, fall is finally here. Go out and make it a good Monday. See you back here tomorrow. Oh, call your cable operator.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your